Hey guys, welcome to the Zarious Tarot. My name is Drea. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. If it is not, then hey, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm doing a daily vibe pick a pile. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 piles. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can pick as many or as few as you like. It is entirely up to you. So without further ado, let's see what we have behind pile number 1, shall we? So we have the 9 of Cups, we have the 3 of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords. So pile number 1 is you. Have had a wish granted. For something to come to an end, for there to be an ending, some kind of heartbreak, because it's the truth. You've wished for something to end, and in order for you to have clarity, in order for you to have truth and understanding, it was a quest to seek clarity, or it is a quest to seek clarity. You could be wishing that you want some kind of truth to come to the surface as well, even though it's going to bring disappointment and heartbreak. You could also be feeling very happy with yourself, very smug, that you've caused somebody some disappointment, but you were speaking your truth. It's a case of you could just be feeling quite happy with yourself because actually this disappointment has happened and now there's clarity. And there could have been confusion before. I feel before the 8 of Cups, before the 9 of Cups is the 8 of Cups, so there could be some kind of emotional situation that you've walked away from and wished for something to come to an end. I don't know if anybody, well, wishing for heartbreak or wishing for some kind of disappointment. I feel that it's wishing for something to come to an end. I feel that you felt disempowered, and because you felt disempowered, you wished for it to come to an end so that you could have your truth, your clarity, and you can get your power back with the Ace of Swords and have a brand new beginning, because you wanted this brand new beginning. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I feel the main focus here is the Ace of Swords, because it's about having clarity and having a brand new beginning. And you've kind of brought that forward for yourself, which is really interesting. You've brought that to the forefront for yourself at the cost of disappointment and heartbreak. You said, okay, I'm prepared to have heartbreak and disappointment, but at least now I know. At least I know. And that is what your motivation has been, or your motivation is for today. So we have dynamic, number 23, and it says the frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. And that is dynamic. So you're putting together elements that are familiar and completely new, because what you've wished for is and we have romance. So this is definitely about a romantic relationship, and you could have wanted something to come to an end so you could move on in a different direction with someone else, or just know that the relationship that you're in has come to an end, and so there's clarity and a new beginning for you. It's definitely to do with a romantic relationship, for sure. Okay, pile number 2s. We have the 7 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups, and we have Judgment. So here is some kind of emotional confusion around friends. And with the Judgment, there is a lesson being learned, to be learned. And it could be a case of wanting a second chance. It could be a case of liberation. But I feel with the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, I feel that there is confusion around some form of friendship, some friends, some friendship connections. And there's a lesson to be learned here with Judgment. It's Saturn. So there's a lesson to be learned. Saturn gives you lessons, difficult ones at times. And there's a lot of emotional energy here. With the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, there's a lot of emotion here. It could be that you receive a second chance for some of you. I feel that you don't know who to trust. So there's something to be learnt from that. I feel like you don't know who to trust. With the 7 of Cups, you just don't know who to trust. And so you're keeping I think you're keeping your own counsel. And by keeping your own counsel, you're learning something here. There's a lesson here to be learned. You know. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, on Aquarius. Got Pisces. But I do feel that there's confusion around friendship. The main focus here is the Judgment, as it's about learning your lessons, having your second chance, liberating yourself from emotional confusion as well. However you choose to do so, you're freeing yourself from something. And we have consciousness, number 17, and it says, the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all of the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So there's a lot of consciousness going on here. You're very conscious of the situation. You're very conscious of how you feel. And you're probably very conscious of the lessons as well. And we have helpful people. So there could be a case where you're confused about your friends emotionally, but they could be quite helpful to you. So it could be that there's a lesson to be learned around that. Or maybe how you view your friends. Could be something, could be a lesson for you to learn. Okay, pile number 3. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the World in reverse. Which is unusual. I don't usually read reversals. But I feel maybe pile number 3's, this cycle is not ending just yet. This cycle is not ending just yet. There's more work to be done. There's more we've got the Five of Cups, there's emotional work to be done. With the Ten of Swords, there is no more betrayal. But with the Five of Cups, there's more work to be done. There's an energy here that you have to work with to recognize the position that you're in. And once you do that, then your cycle can begin. I feel the World card will be in the upright. But at the moment, you're just not there yet. It's the ending of betrayal. You need to see that. And you also need to see that you're in a better emotional position than you think you are. And don't focus on what's been lost. Focus on what you still have. But unless you do that, your new cycle can't begin. Could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, could be Aquarius or Leo. Could be a Pisces or Cancer, Libra or Gemini. But there needs to be, someone needs to look at the bright side. You need to look at the bright side, I feel. And look at what you have, not at what you've lost. So with this pile, I feel the main focus is the World card because it was in reverse. And I feel that the World card being in reverse is sort of explaining to you that if you want your cycle to, if you want a new beginning, you have to focus on what you have and not on what you don't. Then something will come to an end, obviously. The way you're feeling, the way you're thinking, all of those things will come to an end. And you are then able to move forward. Because you're then able to recognize the ending of betrayal with the Ten of Swords. As long as you're focused on what you've lost, you're not able to recognize the ending of betrayal with this Ten of Swords. So we have crown chakra, number 7, and it is a connection to spirit. The violet flower of life supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. And that is what you need to do. Pile number 3 is transmute negative energy into light. Definitely. And we have it in the near future. You'll be doing that. You'll be doing exactly that. So it's going to take time. And then a new cycle will begin for you. Okay, pile number 4s. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 5 of Swords. So pile number 4s, you have created an opportunity for yourself or taken an opportunity by walking away from an emotional situation. Now, it could be twofold. You could have had a situation where you've taken this opportunity, but you've sabotaged yourself in some way by walking away and leaving that emotional situation behind. Or it could be that you have taken this opportunity at all costs and you've walked away from your emotional attachment. So things like loyalty, and you've walked away from. You said, okay, I don't need to be loyal. I don't need to be devoted or waiting for people. So you've left, you've taken your emotions out of a situation, gone for an opportunity, and you're well aware that it could leave some people sad, some people upset, but you've gone for this opportunity anyway. This is something that you've just decided to do. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be a Sagittarius or Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. But yeah, it could be in a good way or a bad way. With the Wheel of Fortune, it could be a good opportunity that you've taken, and so you've decided to leave behind, you know, guilt, loyalty, those sorts of things, and just decided to move forward and take your opportunity at all costs, no matter what, because it's improving you. Or you could have taken an opportunity which upset other people, which left somebody else at a loss because you weren't concerned about their feelings. So the main focus here, I feel, is the Five of Swords, because even though we have the Wheel of Fortune as a major arcana, it's Five of Swords, and I feel that leaving someone at a loss is something to be considered. The result of your actions for today. How your actions can affect somebody else. And we have transition, number 43. For some of you, it could be a freedom thing. It could be something that you know, not concerned about other people anymore. Maybe you've been too concerned about people in the past. It may not necessarily be a negative thing. It may be just a selfish act of self-preservation. Or it may be for a good reason, you know. Maybe for good reasons, because we have transition here. Number 43, and it says, transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So there's a transition happening here, pile number 4. Definitely. Something is changing. And we have a yes. So as I said, it may not be a bad reason why you're doing this. But maybe you are just taking things into your own hands and looking out, watching your own back, looking after you. And that could be in itself a transition. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys. Thank you for coming back to watch this video. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you for your like, share, subscribes and your comments and support. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay well, stay well, stay well. Many blessings to you. See you again soon.